Hey everybody, I just recently got home from Otakon. By recently I mean like a week ago, but you know, whatever. I had unpacked most of my stuff, but I hadn't unpacked most of my con bags. I mean, some of the stuff was like daily use that I just quickly threw back in here, but a little con bag. It's very good. It's an eat-a bag. I know everybody and their mom has an eat-a bag now, but I have one with all of my red children. They're beautiful. So I figured I would just get into it and go through what is in my con bag. For cosplayers, most of the time we don't have tons of pockets, and usually I'm carrying like, even if I have pockets in my costume, I can't carry everything in those pockets. And so what the con bag is for is to help me carry all of the stuff that I'm bringing with me to the convention while I'm in cosplay. This will include stuff like snacks, my water, both of which are not in this con bag right now because obviously like I've been home for a week, so I took that stuff out and like recycled the water bottle I was using. But otherwise it's like my daily necessities. Sometimes I'll have just like little extras and stuff that I might need throughout the day that I'm expecting. But yes, without further ado, let's get into it. So I've zoomed out a bit just so the bag's a little bit more in frame while we get into it. Opening it up. The one bad thing about this bag is that it only has like one pocket inside right here. You can't even see that. It's like right there. And everything else is just sort of like in a mess inside. I guess like my ideal con bag would be cute like this, but also have like sectioned off areas. But that's fine. It usually just means it takes me a little bit longer to find something specific that I need. So I try to make sure that the stuff I'm going to be reaching for often is on top. So in which case it'd be my phone. I'm going to be reaching for that a ton. Whether it's to like take selfies or to like get in touch with friends or my hotel roommates and stuff. Then I have my wallet, obviously very important. I keep my hotel room key in here and like my cash and any like identifying documents like my ID that I might need. Let's see, next on top is my badge. If I'm like at a photo shoot or something, then I will stick my badge into my bag. If I'm gonna be like at the convention, then usually I'll like loop it like somewhere around my backpack, like so. That way it'll stay put and I won't lose it, but it's not like hanging on my costume. Right, next I've got a mirror. Very nice. It's actually a really, really nice Tails mirror. It's a really, really nice Tails mirror that I got when I was in Japan. It's just super pretty. It's from like Tales of Festival 2016. And it's just so cute. I love it. Next, going in no particular order, I have a setting spray. This is actually the Too Faced Hangover RX spray. It's my current favorite setting spray. I wouldn't say that it elongates the wear of your makeup quite as well as some other setting sprays. However, I do tend to go much heavier on powder makeup like for cosplay photo shoots and stuff to make sure like everything is set in place. But I have very dry skin. Well, it's actually becoming a little more normal now, which feels pretty good. But I do like to just sort of like drench my face in this after I wear all my powders. And if like typically my powders will also like start to break down over the day and like look even drier, so I usually just like spritz this on my face. It also just feels super good because it's coconut water. Next is a cosplay specific thing. I have some sock glue. This is the It Stays brand, I believe. It's It Stays Body Adhesive Gentle Roll-On, and it works pretty well. I wouldn't say it's perfect, but it is, like, it's hard if you have like tights and stuff that like roll down really easily, because I think this will only help you so much. But if you have socks that do fit you well, they don't like roll immediately, they just like happen to roll when you're walking, then this helps a lot. Next is a mini pocket wet that I have left over from when I was in Japan. Oh, next is my glasses case. This is, I mean, it's empty right now. I need to actually put it elsewhere, somewhere right now. I don't wear contacts, like, ever. I have never worn contacts. I'm actually afraid to wear contacts. I am really squeamish about things near my eyes. And I also don't trust putting, like, a finger right by my eyeball. Like, that's too much for me. It freaks me out. One time I went to go buy red contacts for my Shion from number 6 cosplay, because, like, it would have been perfect, because his red eyes are, like, actually important. But I chickened out after, like, watching my sister put in contacts, because I was like, okay, this is something I'm gonna have to be able to do. And I watched her and I was like, I can't do that. That's so gross. That's so gross and scary. I'm not doing it. So the point is, I am kind of blind at conventions, but whenever I do want to be able to wear my glasses, for example, if I am giving a panel, if I'm at a panel and I want to be able to read the screen, because even if I'm like right by it, I typically can't see it super well. My eyesight has gotten that bad. Or if I just like want to be able to see at the con, like I bring my glasses and I just keep them in my glasses case. And I always take them off for photos and stuff, but it's good to have my glasses on me when I want to wear them. Next is, I think in many a cosplayer's con bag, is a Tide pen. They're not like amazing stain removers, but I think they will minimize the appearance of stains if you use it like immediately after like something gets on your costume. Like I got chocolate on Eleanor when I was having a snack, and then like it was really hot out, so the chocolate smeared a little, and I was like, God damn it. But I like went at it with a Tide pen and it was fine. Next is something I don't actually really keep for myself too often because my skin is not particularly oily. However, I will occasionally get sweaty outside at conventions, and that sweat will shine in photos. And it's not a cute look. It's not like, oh, my skin is like naturally dewy and stuff. It's like, oh, I look nasty kind of glow. It's the bad glow. But I just have some blotting sheets. These are pretty basic, just like e.l.f. blotting sheets from a really long time ago. But just in case like any of my friends don't have their blotting sheets on them, or if I'm sweaty and like it's showing up in photos, then I like will use blotting sheets. Next is a microfiber cloth. I actually got this at Colossal Con East last year in the Artist Alley. It's from Spirited Away. It's all the like little soot sprites, so the little candies. It's so cute. Next, this fell all the way to the bottom because it's quite heavy. But I have my external battery pack for my phone. This is like really heavy, and at some point I might want to replace it with a much smaller battery pack, but this does last a long time. Like this can last an entire convention for me, of like recharging my phones or friends' phones if they need it, like in an emergency. This will last the entire weekend, like without having to like recharge the battery pack in the hotel room. Next is a concealer. I typically don't pack a whole lot of makeup to bring to the con. I typically don't stay in hotels that are far away, so if I'm like changing out of a costume or changing into a different costume or just taking a break at the hotel, I will just like touch up makeup if I feel like I need it. However, if like something gets smudged off of my face, I just bring this Maybelline Instant Age Rewinder. It's an eraser for dark circles treatment concealer. I don't know that it actually makes your under eye any healthier. I have used this a lot and I haven't noticed my under eyes looking any healthier, so I think that's a lie. But it has a nice sponge tip, which means it's really nice for just like quick touch-ups if I just want to like dab this on a spot or dab it on my under eyes. And if it hasn't like blended too well with the sponge, then I'll just tap it with my fingertip. It's fine. It's a lot easier for touch-ups than like a concealer wand sort of application, and this is also pretty cheap. So then I have some hand sanitizer. This is like basic CVS brand hand sanitizer. If I haven't had a chance to wash my hands before going out to eat, then I usually just like use some hand sanitizer really quickly. This fell all the way to the bottom. Then I have my keys. I don't always have these in my con bag. It depends on what con I'm going to. If I like commuted to the con, if this is more local, then my keys are definitely in my bag. Because I might like need my car key, and I definitely need the house key. In the case of like Otakon or MagFest or Katsucon, like a convention that is clearly not a commuting con for me, like we had to drive several hours to get there and we have a hotel, and then I will typically leave these in the hotel room. Oh, related to that sock glue, I have some fashion tape. It's like double-sided tape. I can actually open this. Oh my god. If this was an emergency, I'd be like, I'm sorry, I failed myself and my friends. It's by Hollywood Fashion Secrets. You can find this, like, I don't know, I think at most places. Like, I know Joann's has it. I'm pretty sure, like, Target and Walmart and whatnot have it, but it's just, like, double-sided tape. You peel off the backing on one side, you stick it to, like, one part of you, then you peel up the other side and, like, stick it to your fabric or whatever. It just helps things not move. It's just nice to have. It's small. Like, sometimes somebody's having a costume malfunction, like a piece keeps moving, or say like a snap broke or fell off or something. They just need a little bit of help, just a little temporary help. Then I have an emergency sewing kit. This is actually Brett's old sewing kit. I need to like replace it with a new one because it's falling apart, hence the tape and stuff. There's actually tape on both sides, that's clear. You could even just like make your own. You don't need to go out and buy a sewing kit. What you could do is just pack some like small scissors into a container and a couple colors of thread, especially ones that match your costume. Then I have a ton of business cards. I didn't actually give out nearly enough at Otakon because I was like tired and out of it, and like I kept forgetting. This is the problem with like cosplay business cards. I always forget to give them out to people. Unless somebody gives me theirs, then I'm like, oh right, I have them. Or if I'm in a panel setting where like I finished the panel I gave, and I'm like, oh, by the way, like I have business cards up here if you would like to come grab one. Stuff like that. It's hard to remember. You don't ever need to make a cosplay business card. Like, no matter what level of cosplayer you are, whether you're a beginner or like, I guess pros, it makes sense for a pro to have a business card because they're like trying to make money off of this. But if you're like a hobbyist who's been in this for a while, don't feel like you need to spend the money on business cards. I like to make them. I have a lot of fun. I like showing off some of my favorite photos. So usually every couple of years I'll like make new ones. I decided to make some leading up to Otakon, partially because I also wanted to add like my Twitch channel and stuff. But on one side it's just like my basic, like this is my name and a logo I made and like all the different places you can find me. And then on the other side, I'll have like a photo. So I had like, you can grab a few. So I had like Hikaru, Colette, Futaba, Rose. Is that all of them? Yes. So I had just 4 different photos that I can cycle through. If somebody like likes a particular costume, say I'm wearing Colette, and somebody's like super excited that they saw me in Colette, I'll be like, oh hey, by the way, like here's like where you can find me in other places, and then they also get like a picture of my Colette costume. What I'll also do is, I'm having a very hard time getting them out now because I have a bunch of my cards in the way, but I'll also have a section for cards that I received from other people in the back. I actually have several of those lying around in my bag right now, left over from Otakon, that I need to go through and like check people's websites to just like figure out whether I actually want to hold on to their card. Picked up a few at Otakon. Is that all of them? Yep. So I picked up a few cards. And I'm coming up on the end. Related to the microfiber cloths, I have just some like wet wipes for my glasses lenses in case the microfiber cloth is not doing it for me. And usually throughout the convention, I will throw change into my bag. And that is everything. That's it up. That's it. It's empty. So that was my Otakon con bag, but that's typically what I bring to like every convention, obviously not including snacks and my water bottle. In any case, I hope this video was helpful and or enjoyable. And thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like down below. Feel free to subscribe. If you want to see like live stream stuff, I'm also on Twitch now at twitch.tv/roseofbattle. Mostly it's for gaming live streams, but in the future I'll also probably do some cosplay streams and stuff once I get everything set up in this sort of area for that sort of thing. If you have any pictures of your con bags, please link them below, and I'll see you in my next video. See ya!